It's the end of a confusing year with a lot of changes, so we thought we'd end up in style by reviewing and reacting to AI memes from programmerhumor.io. So this is what we will do today. We'll have some fun. Welcome back to Think Design Work Smart. I'm Alex Bolboaca and I'm coming at you from the Mozaic Works studios, and today we'll just look at some fun memes. Hungry for Copilot. It's a salesman trying to sell Copilot. The desperate salesman energy when your company is trying to push yet another AI feature. Mozilla watching Firefox market share slowly burn to the ground while they switch to AI. It's Mozilla and AI, and it says not my Firefox. Actually, I'm not sure what I think about Firefox switching to AI. Some of the features are quite good, and I think AI is here to stay, so maybe it's a good thing to have an open organization doing that, but we'll see. 2014, the plant I've worked all my life has shut down and my hometown is dying. Haha, learn to code. 2024, no, AI just replaced my programming job. Haha, learn to weld. This hits quite close. Now, I don't believe it will happen that much, but I know it did happen in some large organizations. I'm not sure it's sustainable. It's likely that a lot of the people who are fired will actually be rehired sooner or later, but again, I don't know. It depends on how AI develops, so we'll see. Let's see some other management. All developers must be using agents. Right, so, well, all developers must be using agents. I think it's one of those things that's not really useful. You should be using agents in a smart way, and that's that's the hard part, right? Introducing the most precise calculator in the world, powered by GPT-5.2. Try it yourself. And it's basically the same thing. All right. So this looks like a real tweet. I'm not sure if this is real, but I wouldn't be surprised. People believe all kind of weird things that they can do with AI, a lot of stuff, and replace professional programmers just because they can generate the code. Those seems posts on Reddit, perfect Reddit screen. Microsoft scales back AI goals because almost nobody is using Copilot. Yeah, I mean, they are working to fix that, from their perspective at least. But apparently, it is a bit of a problem. Now, I don't know when this was posted, but it is ironic. There's 32 gigabytes DDR5 beneath the floorboards, isn't there? Oh my god, this is one of the most powerful scenes in cinema. So, yeah, the problem is hardware cost has gone up because a lot of hardware goes to AI, and there's a lot of demand. First, it was cryptocurrency and mining, and now we're dealing with AI. And so AI needs a lot of GPUs, it needs a lot of RAM. So who knows? They are trying to get all the possible RAM. And right now, as we speak, what I've read is that there's a shortage of RAM worldwide, which is, it's crazy, really. Time traveler spotted. Programmer humor. Oh, this is 11 years ago. Machine, please make website. Machine, please make website. All responsive like with big pictures using my fonts, also fancy menus with whoosh on. Load fast, please. Thanks, human. PS, no bugs. This is prompting before it was a thing. All right. You're supposed to develop the AI, not just blindly copy paste its slop. Another powerful scene. I love this scene from Star Wars. It's yeah. Don't just blindly copy paste what it generates. You need to validate it. You need to improve it. This one, okay. So I know my audience is mostly programmers, but look, I'm also a gamer. And this one hits home. Modern gaming monitors doing 4K 200 Hz, RTX 5080 barely doing 4K 60 without relying on AI upscaling. This is a trend that I followed because I'm interested in playing games, but I'm also interested in game design, particularly in designing educational games for developers. And because of this, I'm following this industry from afar, mostly the general things. Game design, which is like any type of design, it has its own principles and is very similar to other types of designs, but it also has its specifics. But this is one of the things that I noticed. You need now upscaling, AI upscaling to do things that people used to do through optimization in the code. It seems that the art of optimization is long gone. And I'm not one to do a lot of optimizations, but we need people who can optimize. And a lot of the things that we have now, like operating systems and applications, they are just huge and take a lot of memory and slow. Although we have so much faster computers and GPUs and a lot of CPU cores and the hard drives that are much faster, and it's really crazy that this happens. So this is a problem not only for gaming but for everything else. Hey Windows, can you delete this file please? Windows, you got it. There's actually a program using it now. Who? I can say. Now, this app is currently running. Close the app and try again. Yeah. I'm not sure how this relates to AI, but it's a weird issue that happens with. I haven't used Windows in a very long time. So I use Ubuntu, and now actually considering switching to another distribution, which I'll let you know if I do. But really, this is very, very strange when it happens. At least in Linux, you can see who is using what. But in Windows, I remember this was a problem. The only sensible resolution when Vibe Coder prompts AI to take care of garbage collection and it wipes out the entire code base. Confused Dunga Bunga. This was also the year of epic fails of AI. There were entire code bases deleted. There were databases deleted due to AI making decisions. There was, I think, Google Drive content deleted by an agent recently. This is really, really bad, So we are still learning how to use these assistants in a way that makes sense, and it's clear that you need guardrails. Don't let an agent do whatever it wants. Don't give it all the possible permissions just for it to do whatever. AI has officially made us unemployed. Dude, your job is done. I just made an entire website with ChatGPT. Wanna see it? Sure. See users ban downloads index HTML. Okay, so I have a story related to that. This is obviously AI. People who don't know technical stuff trying to use AI to do things. But I usually have a story from way back. I was working with in a team, and a new programmer came in, and it was quite obvious that he was a beginner. And we asked him to implement a feature to upload the file in a web application. This was way back, so it was much more complicated to do that. There was no React, there was no Ajax, there was the old way of uploading files. Or basically, you need to do a form and to add something to the form so that it uploads, whatever. And when I looked at the code, it was reading from a share in the network instead of uploading through HTTP. And that hit me. It was a really, really strange bug. I mean, it could have been a really strange bug, because imagine you deploy that in a network that actually had that computer name in the network. I mean, it was definitely possible to upload a file from that network if you are struggling a little bit. Fortunately, we caught it in review, but oh boy, that was one of the worst mistakes I've seen for a programmer do. And he didn't even task before or during this task. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. This is the code. Oh, no. Anyway, I feel the same. An interesting update. The team is starting to move away from AI coding completely, dev in Claude, because it's so much harder to review the AI code than writing things themselves. Guess what? Yes. Yeah. But there is a middle path, okay? So if we ignore the ethical implications of AI, which I'm not ignoring because I don't care about those, but I'm ignoring them because, let's be honest, most large corporations will ignore those. So we ignore them. Also, some of them are a bit overblown, but there are definitely some of them. And we have a video on the ethical implications of AI, if you are interested. And if we ignore that, there's a middle path, which is you use the AI assistant to enhance your abilities rather than to generate a bunch of code that you then need to review and fix. And then it's a bit of conversation rather than, becoming a reviewer. Han Solo is my co-pilot. Again, Star Wars. Searches about Copilot are up to 166%. Not about how to turn it off, right? Not about how to turn it off, right? GitHub Copilot's autocomplete is so aggressive that searches for how to turn off Copilot have skyrocketed. Oh. Okay. That's not great. Okay, and I think there were a few other funny things. Me, when ChatGPT says that my question is very good and everybody else gets stuck at exactly my question for the 50th time that day. It's so smart. Hear me out, folks. Try catch error fix openai.chat fix for error.msg console.log fix. Oh my god. I found this really funny. She said yes, and the ring is with microprocessors. I wonder when this will happen. And I think there's one more that I like to show you. There are actually a few more. When the helpful assistant opens up the review with, "Oh boy, looking at your code, there are so many problems left and right on so many levels. It's your own code you spat out 30 seconds ago." Yeah. But this is the thing, right? So you can use your assistant to correct the code. The way I use AI assistants is mostly to first define the problem, then split the problem into smaller problems, then generate the code for each problem, then critique the code from various perspectives. So that's a good way of doing this. I like that one. Singularity is near. Babbage never foresaw the terrible consequences of his invention. A machine that would autocorrect his name to cabbage every single time. This is a really good one. I love it. And the biggest decision of a new developer in this era: use AI to become a 10x faster developer and work more efficiently. Spent hours debugging code that was generated by AI, code that I didn't even write. This is why you write tests, or you use an assistant to generate tests before actually generating the code. It's even better. And this is the one that I want to close with. Oh, ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT, make me an app that makes 1 million a month. Don't make any mistakes. The classic ChatGPT will make me rich delusion meets reality. And I like that this guy is really very good at workouts, apparently not great at programming. So this is it. I hope this made you laugh or at least chuckle a little bit, and that we'll have a better year next year. All the best wishes from me and our team at Mozaic Works. And as usual, we'll see you again. Thank you kindly for the view. And until next time, remember to think, design, and work smart. See you next Saturday.